Oh, Lions fans, I'm so stressed out. The ups and downs with this game, man. We started out good, and then J-Mo almost goes out. I lost my breath completely. And then Terrion Arnold goes out. I lose it again. And then Jared Goff starts to throw the picks. I'm like, at this point, I'm just at a loss for words. Like, we actually finna lose to this man. And then, all of a sudden, we run the ball down their fucking throat. What's up, Lions fans? So, first, before we say anything, this video is brought to you by BetUS. Woo! Feels so good to beat Matthew Stafford again, man. Man, that man, he will stress you out. Just talented. He's talented. But wasn't enough to beat us. Not today. You just ain't beating us, especially not at home. You know, I expect it to be a one-score type of game situation, right? I mean, pretty much every prediction had a 7-point gap in between it. But my God, did this look like this was our preseason game? This was our preseason game, pretty much. When you really think about it and you look at the results of the game and the penalties and the way it was played. And let me say this, whoever did the field today at Ford Field, we need to have a conversation. Why was everybody slipping and falling every doggone where? Like, what is happening? That's another topic for another time. Right now, let's talk about the game. Before we talk about the game, I placed my bets before the game. I made a nice little amount of money. All right, so make sure you guys go over to BetUS. 150% bonuses up to your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. Use this promo code when you guys go and sign up, man, to get some of those deals. Listen, the bets, the live game betting was on Twitter was crazy. So, you know, like I said, just make sure you guys go over to the website. Now, where do I start? First and foremost, let's start with the defense. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Listen, Matthew Stafford and McVay are brilliant, man. They're brilliant. They are very, very hard to beat. They are very hard to beat. They won a Super Bowl for a reason. They're very hard to beat. When you got McVay, you know, dialing up the hurry up offense, and you got Matthew Stafford literally hiking the ball and throwing it to his first guy every single time. You know what I'm saying? Throwing no-look passes out there. It's very hard to defend them. We kept the run game under control like, you know, we all thought we would, right? It's just not hard. It's not easy to beat them. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is a preseason game for us. This is the first time that this roster has been out on the field together. So a lot of figuring things out on the field had to happen today. You've seen some uncharacteristic penalties, especially from the offensive line, from Glasgow to Ragnow. Preseason, man. Preseason type of game and situation for our Lions team today. And it made it tough for us, man. And we got to clean up those mistakes, which we will. I mean, first game of the season. But yeah, very, very tough game. I enjoyed it. You know, even though I probably grew about 3 more gray hairs in my beard, I'll take it. You know, it's a victory. I'll take it. And no other way to beat Matthew Stafford and the Rams in dramatic fashion. You know what I'm saying? So when you look on the defensive line, I think we have found that guy. You know what I'm saying? We went and got him. Brad Holmes went and got him. He just has to stay healthy. We know the story. We know he's a beast when he's healthy. Davenport, I think, is that guy. Houston was inactive today. Davenport definitely took the opportunity and shined today. You know, like I say, even though he didn't get home on some of those those sacks, man. Matthew Stafford's kind of crafty, kind of stepped forward and hop stepped over. The pressure all day today, the disruptor in Davenport was very, very present today. Very, very present today. I think we're going to be just fine on the other side opposite Aiden Hutchinson. Speaking of Aiden Hutchinson, NFL, would you please listen to me? It does not hurt for your referees to call holding, bro. We didn't get holding calls until damn near the mid part to end of the third quarter. All game, I kept calling out holding, looking at the TV screen. It's okay to call holding. It won't kill you. But I mean, criminal against this man. You know these guys can't defend him, so they're going to hold him. The ref, you have one job to do. You're right there. Yeah. Yeah, man, this man was being held all game. I just knew he was going to get that sack at the end of the game. Ever since Michigan, man, at the end of the game, whenever you need Hutchinson to do something, he just finds a way to do it. He kept, that ball out of Kupp's hand by sacking Stafford, bro. Because those two are so in sync. It's just hard to defend them, bro. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Yeah. Onwuzurike got a sack today. Onwuzurike did a pretty good job today in that middle. Even though we didn't have DJ Reader, we all wanted to see that, right? I've said it over and over in the last several videos that I wanted to see what Onwuzurike can bring. And I was actually impressed today. I was impressed with Onwuzurike today. Got to give him his flowers too for this game. But my guy, my unsung hero today is Thor. It's Alex Anzalone, bro. I mean, from the very first play of the game, this man, he was after it. He was after it, man. The defense kind of got a little tired towards the end of the game, but he was after it since the very first snap of the game. Got to give it to him, man. Played hard out there. Yeah, man. Gave it everything that he had. That's what you want. You want grit, right? You got grit from Anzalone. So, the secondary, man, we have a secondary. Terrion Arnold, it's a reason why he's starting. Terrion Arnold, even though he gave up that, the pass interference in the end zone, like I said, you got to give it, ankle injury. Fine, whatever. You're not just gonna lock down and take all the air out of these guys. It's the Rams we talking about. So you're gonna give up something here and there. But he gave up that play. You know what I'm saying? And you had some idiots on social media saying stupid stuff. But for a rookie, and like I said before, with this type of matchup, man, him, Rakestraw, I'm impressed. Definitely got to go back and rewatch some film and see what was really going on out there. But for what I can see on TV, our secondary was good, man. I want Brian Branch, even though he was landing some hits out there, I want Brian Branch and I want Carlton Davis. I want them both on the football catching machine all week. All week, man. Y'all got to catch them picks, bro. Y'all gotta catch them picks. Be like Big Bro. You see Kirby Joseph out there? I said Corey Joseph. Oh my God. Kirby Joseph out there. Of course he was gonna pick Stafford. How poetic, right? Receipts. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Stafford was calling them dirty, saying all type of crazy stuff about him. Of course he picked Stafford. Of course, Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers are his children, man. Of course. Of course, man. So that was absolutely dope. I mean, the defense today, like I said, man, they was picking us apart out there, but for the most part, man, they did enough for us to win this game. And like I said, these guys, they're going to get better playing together, game by game, week by week. This is the very first game of the season. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be just fine. Now switch to the offense. Let's revisit, man. J-Mo goes down. When I watched the replay, his left leg kind of went inward a little bit. And I'm like, no, please don't tell me he just tore his ACL again, bro. I thought something happened to his knee. And then, you know, I go to Twitter looking for updates, and I started to say, oh, well, they were working around his ankle, and I started to feel a little bit better. And then, you know, when he came back, he was standing on the sideline with his ankle wrapped up, ready to go. Man, when I say it took the air out of this fan base, it took every ounce of air out of this fan base. J-Mo immediately after that, I mean, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. And this is why I had him and Gibbs as the two guys that's just going to take off this season. You know, they're just going to take off. You know, even though Gibbs is sharing reps with Montgomery, which he should be. You've seen at the end of the game, obviously, why. I just think they're going to take off, man. You know, J-Mo is just otherworldly fast. It's not even funny, man. Even with the pass that the long ball that he caught, he had to slow down and catch the ball. We've seen that a couple of times with him. You know what I'm saying? J-Mo is J-Mo. He's an absolute beast. He's a monster. So, shout out to J-Mo, man. You know, I haven't forgot about all of you guys that hated J-Mo his first season. I definitely haven't forgot. Don't try to go in my comment section and delete comments. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't really get the ball today. Him or Laporta. Laporta got a couple of passes here and there. But, you know, that's what it looks like when teams game plan for your power players, bro. That's just what it is. So you got to kind of spread the ball around to other guys. I knew that the Lions were going to go run heavy this game. And, you know, those runs is what set J-Mo up in the first place. So, you know, we were getting 5-7 yards here and there. You know, you rock him to sleep and then you punch him in the mouth. And that's what we was trying to do today. But when we started to try to force the ball to St. Brown and Laporta is where we start throwing picks. You know what I'm saying? That's where Jared Goff started throwing picks. And kind of unraveled a little bit. So, you know, got himself together, and I think Dan Campbell didn't even want to give him the chance in overtime, which he didn't need to. He did the most manly thing that you can do. Run that goddamn ball down their throat. Period. Montgomery was an absolute monster and a beast. He is the player of the game today. Beast. They couldn't do anything with him, bro. I mean, ran it down that throat, and that's the luxury of them playing Gibbs in the second half and preserving Montgomery's energy. He was fresh, he was ready, and he came out there and he ended that football game. Man, I am very, very impressed. Very impressed with that finish to that football game. We got a lot to clean up. We got a lot to go over this week. It's going to be interesting, man. So, with that said, leave it in the comment sections, man. I know you guys are going to have a lot to say about, you know, some of the injury situations, especially with J-Mo. But leave it in the comment section, man. Your thoughts on this football game. And, man, we'll be definitely revisiting this throughout the week. Once again, shout out to the sponsors at BetUS for bringing this video. And, man. Wow. Go Lions. Peace.